Oh, hey YouTube. Well, I'm doing this video because uh, I look, I see this kind of thing a lot, where people will try to lose weight and they'll aim for a target and be like, if I don't make this target, I'm not happy. I'll never be happy, right? So let's pick an arbitrary number. Let's say you wanted to be fit, like when you were in your 20s, and you weighed a certain amount of weight then, so you just went, that's the weight I want to aim to be again. Yeah, well, the thing is, it's that's not how life is, right? So, and it's not how training is, and you shouldn't look at the scales and think that that's it. The scales don't determine a lot sometimes. Like, yeah, losing weight is all about discipline and training hard and eating healthy. They're things that you should be doing. If you're doing those things, that's the big hard thing to do, especially changing your diet. You know that diet is like 70% of how you look, as in like weight wise. So if you're a fat guy like me, then yeah, that 70% is because of your diet. The other reason is because I do night shift and I haven't trained in like 3 years, so that's why I'm a fat guy, right? So this it's not rocket science. You know, I eat too much junk food, and yeah, so yeah, once my house is built, then I'm thinking that's when I'll try and set up a home training center so I can try and lose a bit of weight because I'm fat. Anyway, look, it doesn't matter. All I'm saying is don't look at a set of scales and think that is your goal. You're going to have to meet that, all right? You don't have to lift a certain amount, right? You don't. When I used to do training with my mate, it was always if you can bench 100 kilos, you know, that proves that you're like a really good, like, know what you're doing. You know, sometimes we're not built to do things like that. I mean, yeah, you probably can train up for it, and I probably, if I had more dedication at the time and more, yeah, no, a bit more strict on myself, I probably could have got a bit closer. But like chest was never a strong point for me, so it wasn't something that I was looking and going, oh yeah, I'm gonna be able to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't look at it like that because it will disappoint you. You'll always be disappointed rather than thinking, hey, I've achieved a lot. Like, let's just say that you started, just use bench as an example because it's an easy one. A lot of guys will know. If you started the year lifting, let's pick something really easy, 50 kilograms, which is like your start off weight pretty much. So it's almost like the bar kind of thing. It's 220s. Oh, sorry, it's not even that. It's 215 plates on. So 50 kilos is about it's about 100 pounds to 110 pounds, something like that. So let's say that that's your start off weight. And by, let's say, the end of the year, you are benching 75 kilos. Let's say that. That's a pretty fair, that's pretty fair that you could probably accomplish that. And let's say you're doing about 10 reps, okay? That's still a massive improvement. That's 25 kilos on top of whatever you started at. And instead of looking at it and going, oh, I really need to be benching 100, so that means that I should, you know, get there in another year, which is not how things work. No, but let's say that's what it is. That, you know, you've made improvements. Be happy about that. That's what end of the day. That's what you set out to do, and that's what you accomplished. You accomplished what you set out to do. That's that's your takeaway there. So I mean, changing your lifestyle, and that's what training is. Changing your lifestyle is really really hard. There's a reason why we get fat and lazy. It's because it's easy, and because no, and because it's we get bogged down with life, right? And we run out of time and we can't do things and things like that. But that's why when someone says, I'm going to be disciplined and train, and let's say they stick to it, you know, that's the accomplishment right there. That's plenty of accomplishment all on its own. That shows discipline. So, especially if you've done it by yourself without anyone else motivating you, if you did that all for yourself and you did it by yourself, that's the accomplishment. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.